Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be my monthly Zodiac video, and these are from the Sephora website. Every month I recreate the look from the Sephora website. So this month's for Aries is the Smoky Halo Eye. And these use Makeup Forever products. This is March 21st through April 19th for Aries. And it describes some of the products you should use and how you should do it. Obviously I've done one eye and I look like a little crazy, but let's play along and see if we can recreate the look they have here. If you notice, there's some turquoise, a little bit of green in the upper eye area, and then you see turquoise and black smoked out in the lower lash line, and a very carved out cheek with just bronzer, no blush, and a nice nude lip. So what I have used for my lip, I used the MAC lipstick. Sorry, I was trying to see if that was better. I use a MAC lipstick in the shade Viva Glam 2, which is a satin finish. Looks like this. And what I put on top of it is a NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. So this is what it kind of came to. And I was just trying to emulate, or simulate, I guess you could say, this color here that they have on her lips. They look like they're glossy since there's like a sheen to it. So I went ahead and put a gloss on top of the lipstick. I did fill in my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. And for my contour on this side, I used this Estee Lauder bronzer. This is Bronze Goddess in medium powder. And I'm actually using it with the brush it came with, which is pretty rare for me. Usually these little tiny brushes I don't use. But for this look, they really have this contour kind of defined. And so I wanted to make that the feature here instead of a blush. So I used a small brush that's going to give you that more of a harsh line instead of a big fluffy brush that'll give you more of a diffused natural look. Okay, so I already primed my eyes with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And then I am going to go ahead and start. The shadows I'm going to be using, I have some from Makeup Forever, I have some from MAC, and I even have some from Coastal Scents to get the color exactly how I want it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline. They say to use the Makeup Forever 0L Aqua Eyes Liner. So I'm going to zoom you in. And these are kind of shimmery, but the one in the look, of course, it's on a piece of paper, so you really can't tell. What I'm doing is I'm lining my tight line and waterline in black. Now, they said to use this exact liner, which is why I'm using it, but honestly, I wasn't impressed, so I ended up going over it with the YSL waterproof black liner. But I feel like you really do need something black to ground this look and kind of make it look a little less crazy. So this is the YSL liner I was referring to. It's just a waterproof black liner. And I feel like putting this one on there really gives you that pop. So the first color I applied to the eyes was a highlight shade. And that shade actually was Makeup Forever Natural Eyeshadow. This is M530. It's just like a bone color. Almost my skin tone, but a little bit lighter. See, it's up there. So I just tapped that on. And this is pretty, you know, I do this in every look, but basically I'm just tapping that on the brow bone and on the inner corner of the eye. And then I went in with a fluffy brush, and I actually used a MAC eyeshadow. This is the shade Lucky Green. And it is a lime green color. Now, as you can tell, it's not very present in this eye, but I did use it as a transition shade. And it's shimmery, so it's kind of an interesting choice for a transition shade, but I did it nonetheless. Okay, so put this way up high so that as it fades out, it kind of fades to green instead of a brown like I usually do. Alright, then I went in with another MAC shadow. This is the color, what is this color called? Aquadesiac. A really pretty aqua color. And I used that same brush, and I went on top of it and took this color slightly lower than the lime green. Now I'm going to switch brushes now, but I'm going to keep this brush out and ready to use because I will be going back in later to use this for blending purposes. Now I'm going to take a flat brush and I'm going into this color by MAC. It is Plumage, and that is that color on my lid over here that's like kind of darker. Now I have to say it, I hate this eyeshadow. Like, I want you to see how it applies. It's just kind of like, what's the word, patchy. It's like really hard to like get a good solid base here, but I already own it. But I'm just telling you, if you are considering purchasing this color, no bueno. See how patchy it is? It's like not that good. So just keep that in mind if you are eyeing MAC shadows. This color looks like it'd be beautiful, but it just, like for example, do you see what I mean? Like I just did a swatch. It's just not the most, anyway, it's patchy. That's all. Okay, so then I went in with the Makeup Forever Artist eyeshadow. This is the color D236. And it is just a really pretty turquoise color. And I went on top of that dark stuff with the turquoise. And then I went in with another shadow, obviously, because no look is complete. And I did take this look slightly up above by the crease, higher than I did the black color. The black color I kept on the lid. I mean the plumage. Plumage? I think it's plumage. I don't know. I take this just a little bit above the crease. And then I'm going in with black. Now this is the Makeup Forever Artist eyeshadow in M100. It is called black. That's all I've got to describe it. And this color is actually perfect for, I need it to really deepen out this color, so black it is. And I'm going to tap that on the lid. And I'll show you the picture again right now so you can see why I went in with black. I'm deepening this and then I'll go back in with the turquoise. But really what I want to do is create layers, create depth, create a really beautiful kind of, how do I explain it? Like this is called the halo. So I wanted to have a lot of different colors. But do you see how they have the lids very, very dark? And then it kind of fades up into this beautiful turquoise color. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go back in with the bright turquoise on a fluffy brush. This is the same color we used for the transition. And I'm actually going back up there and refreshing that transition and kind of helping blend it out. And then you kind of check, you know, am I even? Do I look like I'm mostly even? Okay. So when you feel like you've got a pretty good job there, I'm taking that dark turquoise color from Makeup Forever and I'm smudging that on the lower lash line. And I'm actually connecting it with the upper lash line out here. And taking it all the way in, which I don't usually do. Okay, so we're almost there with the eyes. I always at this point like to look at my eyes again for myself and just see, you know, what am I missing? So this is a little bit more black. This is evening them out. Okay, and then I go back in with a little bit of the turquoise shimmery color right over it. And I just keep playing until I feel like I've got a good mix. Then I went in with that YSL black liner and I lined the upper lash line. And it doesn't have to be precise. The only reason I'm really doing this is because I'm going to be applying falsies. And I just wanted it to blend just a little easier for me. Okay, then I went in with a liquid liner. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. And since these shadows are so black down here, really deep, you don't have to be very precise. And I'm not doing a wing either. So the halo effect is not the elongated cat eye that we're used to being very popular right now. It is very much a rounded shape. So now I'm applying some mascara to the top and bottom lashes. I already did curl them. And then I'm going to apply some false lashes. The ones I'm going to be using today are the Ardell's. And I'll tell you the style number in just a second. And I'm using the Duo Lash Adhesive. And I use the dark tone. When I run out of that, I do want to try different lash glues. But this one has been working for me for years. So it's the one I use all the time. Here are my Ardell Naturals, and these are the color Demi Loveys. This is what they look like, Demi Loveys in black. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that glue to these lashes really quickly on the band. And while we're doing that, while the lash glue dries a little bit, I am going to do a little bit more contouring. So right now I'm applying the lash glue. Sorry, I was just playing around. I'm applying the lash glue to the band of lashes. I like to make sure I'm in focus, so sometimes I'll move my face at the camera to like see if I'm, yeah, it makes sense to me. Just go with it. Okay, so I took the same Estee Lauder bronzer, Bronze Goddess, and I applied that to not just the cheeks, but I actually did it up on the forehead, I did it right under the lower lip, and I'm also going to do it under the jaw. My lash glue is drying, but I will let you continue to dry, my friend, as I do some contouring. Now this bronzer color, like I said, is slightly warm, but it actually works to me, so I'm just bronzing up the forehead a bit. Can we just talk about the weather? Oh my gosh. The weather here in Phoenix right now is gorgeous. It's like upper 80s. I think it's going to be 90 this weekend. What? Right under the lower lip. And a little bit right under the chin. I know, this brush is driving me crazy. I never use these. Okay, so then at this point I kind of check my eyes. And to me, this one appears like it goes a little higher in color. So I'm taking that fluffy brush, like I told you before, to extend it just a bit higher. I just keep that brush out, and I always say I reserve the right to change my mind, because it's true. Like sometimes I think it looks good, and then like 2 minutes later I'm like, nah, no, that doesn't look good. Okay, so I placed the lashes on, and now I am straightening them out. And that is the finished look. I'm going to go ahead and cover up the lash band one more time with some black liner to cover. As the lash glue dries, it turns clear, so you won't be able to see it. But let me go ahead and show you the picture one more time. This is the Aries look using Makeup Forever stuff. I will link the other videos that I've done just like this of different star signs down below. And I'll also link where I got these photos from on the Sephora website. Hopefully it's still active. I printed them out all at once last year before I started, so like last summer. Well, when I did that, it turned my face super yellow. See that? Cool. Anyway, this is the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.